Hello, good evening, guys. Hmm. Hello, good evening, everybody in the house. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, team. Good evening, Manasa. Good evening, Divesh. Good evening, Chenu. Okay, and good evening, all the people in the house. Chalo, let's go. Let's get started with our week two, day four. Week two, day four. It's 14th of July. Let's get going, guys. Let's get going. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty interesting session. So let's think, let's apply, and let's expect some behavioral change to come to your life. Okay. What average mind, average people will not be doing it. Ethic things will not happen easily. It will need some commitment. It would need a day. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, now uh, okay, it's hanging a bit. Let me plug in. Let me plug in some LAN properly. Okay, I'm plugging in LAN properly. Just give a minute, team. Yeah, I'm plugging in LAN cable. 1 second. Just give me a minute. Okay, connected. Let me. Okay, connected. Hello. Hello, guys. Can you hear me now properly? Hello, team. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Uh, fine. So hope you are able to hear me now. Hope it's good now. Okay. ठीक है. Fine, team. So chalo, let's get started. Okay, everybody. So chalo, thoda sa internet. We are in a technology world. It's raining out here in Hyderabad. So at times the weather, at times this, at the times that, a lot of things come through. Okay. But yes, quickly, let's get on with the thing. So guys, we are into the week two, and we are actually talking a lot about changing our lifestyle. So today morning there were like some of you guys, so yes, not everybody, but at least like half of you turned up in the morning today. Okay, and which was a big lifestyle change. Morning 6 a.m. waking up, joining it, and this is just the beginning. Okay, and what we are saying is, when we wake up in the morning, there are some new set of activities which we need to perform. Okay, another thing what we are saying is, weekly we need to plan what we are going to do next week. Daily we need to plan what we are going to do next. By the end of the day we will plan what will our review be. By end of the week we will see how did the week progress, and now more things will be introduced. Okay, so this is where, guys, it is needing some kind of hardcore effort in order to make this thing a part of our lives, right? And that is where, guys, converting your dream into reality, it's not that easy. Right? It is a long step process. You need to know what, you need to have ideas, you need to have planning, you need to have actions consistently, you need to keep reworking. And when you do all this long enough, then the results will start showing up. And many people don't have this commitment to go long enough. And guys, that is where it is also easy to become successful, because there is no competition in success, guys. Understand? Because many people will already quit. They will not even reach to the end. That is where it is easy to really be successful, because you will be alone maybe there, because it needs that kind of efforts. Now comes a very interesting thing, guys. There is one side of the world where even small things, we said we want to get started, but we are not able to live it consistently, right? For example, all the new year resolutions which you might be thinking, so that is something we start, but we are not able to live it maybe after even 1 week of time or 2 weeks of time or maybe a month time. Okay, so every January we'll do this. After 2 months, the life is back the same. Okay, or maybe a few weeks, a few days, life is back the same. Many people start the gym and they just stop after some time. They're not able to continue it long run. Many people wake up in the morning, not able to continue. Many people start book reading, not able to continue. So you need to understand what is happening. People know that if they follow certain habits, results will change, the life will change. But somehow there is a bigger problem here. People are still not able to be consistent. And on top of that, we are speaking about a very big end-to-end system which will be touching all 24 hours of your life and all throughout your life. Okay, how will this system become permanent? And you need to know, if the system is not becoming permanent, results will not come. Okay, it is not a short term, you do it and immediately magic happens. It will start making your days productive, then your mind will evolve, your habits will evolve, and then the results will start changing. Okay, so guys, just understand, this is how success is built up step by step. Now then, it is very important for us to understand why people are not able to stay consistent, and what you should do in order to become consistent. Okay, and if you really are able to crack it down, apply it into lives, you will find wonderful results. This is what it is. Okay, fine. Chalo, let's get going. Okay, interesting session. I would like you keep your mind open and try to analyze it as we do it together. Okay, there is one very good thing. You need to understand how a human system works. First of all, that's where it is. People start, they are not able to finish. Let's understand what is the problem there. And it is all about how a human system works. And let me tell you, there is nothing wrong about you in particular. Okay, every human being is the same. We operate like that. So don't feel bad, I am not able to do it, others are able to do it. It's nothing like that. It's all human beings' problem. They start, they don't feel like doing it. Okay, but guys, there is a system. Okay, there are ways, there are techniques. If you follow that, you will also be able to stay consistent. So the people who are able to stay consistent, they follow something different. Okay, but otherwise we are all the human beings. In nature, we start and we don't want to continue. It happens to everybody. Okay, but others follow some strict discipline in their life for which they are able to continue. So let's understand that. Okay, what is a human problem first of all? Okay, guys, there are two things to it. First, we are having these two major entities with us. One is a mind, one is a body. Okay, so let's say we are third person. Now we have mind, we have body, and these two things, if you master them properly, you will be able to overcome through all of your life circumstances with ease. It's all mind and the body kill. Now, our mind and the body is designed to learn based upon repetition. Guys, understand this carefully. Our mind and the body is designed to learn based upon repetition. Whatever thoughts, so when it comes to mind, it is thoughts. So whatever thoughts you keep repeating long enough, okay, the mind accepts those thoughts as a belief system. Okay, so whatever thoughts you repeat long enough, the mind accepts it as a belief system, and it becomes easy for your mind to follow those thoughts. This is how your mind works. Whatever thoughts are repeated long enough in your mind, the mind accepts it. It becomes easy for it to believe, and then it will live with it for a long time. Okay. Similarly, your body also learns something based upon repetition. Whatever actions or activities you keep repeating every single day of your life, all throughout the day, whatever actions you keep repeating, the body remembers that. It becomes easy for your body to follow those actions in a long run without any problems. Okay? Please understand it. So your mind, whatever you repeat, it will memorize it and it will run like that. Your body, whatever you will repeat, it will memorize it and it will run like that. Okay? Thoda, let's take some examples so that you can understand it better. Okay? So guys, yes, all of you people do typing, right? Maybe on your keyboards, laptops, or even mobile typing, right? So what happens, guys? Initially, fingers does not know where the position is. So you have to see where the letters are, A, B, C, D, and then typing happens. But now, if you keep repeating typing long enough, even without looking at letters, you're able to type. And you did not have to go for any typing classes for that. But nothing but repetition of action typing, your body memorized it. Now, even if you're not looking, your hands are able to type it. There is a pattern which your hands have learned. This is what we are trying to say. Whatever actions you repeat, it will become easy for your body to do that even without consciously thinking about it. That's magical. A human being is magical. Similar example, guys, another thing, when you're driving. So initial times you have to be very alert while driving. But once you have driven bike, two-wheeler or four-wheeler so long enough in your life, if something all of a sudden happens, panic situation happens on the road, the clutch brake coordination just happens naturally. The brain does not even have to act, but immediately your body will take those actions because you have done those activities so many number of times. And even if you're talking to your friends, but somehow you'll handle that situation. So human being, it's a blessing given to us. Whatever we repeat long enough, our body and the mind is memorizing. It's magical, right? Now just imagine, same thing applies, guys, for the thoughts. And thoda yahan pe it will become a bit hard for some people to digest. If you're thinking negative thoughts, your mind will believe that there is negativity in the world, and that's what it will like to continue believing. Okay? So if you constantly keep saying, I am not good, things doesn't work out for me, others are lucky, I am not lucky, life is problematic for me, I am unsuccessful in my life, I am a loser in my life, I don't want to do things, I am lazy person. If you constantly keep repeating negative thoughts, guys, understand, okay, your brain will accept those thoughts about you and it will live your life like that only, because our mind and the body is created like that. Okay, whatever you repeat, you will become that. Guys, it is high time to understand, because nowadays, so sorry to say, but nowadays, majority of the people of the current times have a negative mindset towards life. Okay, their attitude, their approach towards life is madly negative. They feel like, oh, we are not able to do things, we are not qualified enough, we face challenges, there is something wrong with us, others are successful, others look so good on social media, we are not able to be like that. Inferiority complex, ego, attitude, and that is really spoiling brains of people. And guys, the unfortunate truth of the society is they don't know how to overcome that feeling. Okay, they don't know how to overcome that feeling. That's problem, because as long as they keep thinking like that, even if they wish to change, your mind will not allow it to change. Even if you wish to change your body actions, your body will not allow you to change. Try to understand that. For example, try this thing. Now you're doing a keyboard, right? Your hand has memorized to type things on keyboard. Okay. Try changing that pattern. Okay. Maybe just lock your two fingers, put a bandage on two fingers, and with three fingers, try to do it. It will become tough because your hands are habituated to use these two fingers also for something. So just understand, whatever pattern your mind learns, whatever pattern your body learns, if you try to do things against that pattern, away from the pattern, it will become tough for your mind and the body. And that is the reason New Year resolutions are failing. That is the reason people start doing something, they are not able to finish it. The simple reason being that is a change in their lifestyle. It is a change in their patterns. And guys, if carelessly you are trying to just change yourself, it's not going to become permanent in your life. If you are just carelessly like, okay, I want to change, and without 100% knowing the problem and really trying to fix it, if you're not intentionally trying to solve the problem, you will not be able to change, because your mind and the body will backfire you. And that's the reason you start for some time, and after that you just stop it, you start giving up, because your mind and the body will say, come back to the old lifestyle. And that's where the problem comes. So understand, that's where the saying is, you are your worst enemy. Matlab, it's not required for outer world to come and fail you, you are enough to fail yourself. This is applicable for every human being. If you don't know how you operate, how you work, and guys, we have lived a 25 years of life not really understanding how a human system works. And if you're not ready to put this effort, you will be with yourself till the time you die. So it is your responsibility to know how you work so that you can hack yourself in order to succeed. So guys, the first conclusion out of whatever we discussed, a human mind and the body learns based upon patterns. Whatever you repeat, it will memorize. If you try to change it, it will become uncomfortable for change, and it will try to pull you back to your old lifestyle. Nothing but you are trying to pull yourself back from success. Understand? This is applicable for every person. But now, does that mean that people cannot change? Does that mean they will? And guys, that is the reason, okay? Point is, people are helpless, to be really honest. And that's where, guys, don't judge anybody. Why? Because there might be some people, maybe in your family or in your relatives, or maybe some friends, family somewhere. You even try to explain them things, okay, with from your heart and everything. You sit them, explain to them, okay, but they have lived like 50 years, 60 years on the planet with some old belief system. Okay, and now you're trying to teach them something new. Those people will not be able to process it. They will stick with their ideologies only, no matter how much you try to even change, because it's not in people's control to change, because they have followed some pattern, maybe right or wrong, doesn't matter, but they followed some pattern and their life became like that. And that's bad. That's really bad. So now comes the question, how do we change? If we are blocking our own success, now, whatever we said, lifestyle as part of this week 2, the entire system, we want to introduce in our life. Because if you are not able to introduce it, we will not be able to upgrade to the next level. So how do we change? So for that, guys, you need to understand. So first, problem is there, but there are solutions also. What is the solution? Okay? Few simple things, guys, analyze it together. Okay. First thing, recently, okay, this like 2 years ago, 2020, all this pandemic came, right? The COVID lockdowns, the entire world was closed, right? Now, initially, people were having problems with it. I'm not talking about that financial problems. Yes, there were a lot of people who were suffering. They were not having food. I'm not talking about those, but I'm even speaking about people who were able to somehow survive in their homes. Initially, everybody was unstable. They were like, come on, we are not supposed to go outside. This is problem, that is problem. It was tough for changing the mind and the body pattern, staying at home, not going outside. But guys, just observe, study even your nature. Over the next period of 6 months, slowly people adapted to that lifestyle, right? Nothing but eventually people will change. The habits will change. The patterns of the mind and body will change, because you have trained the new pattern long enough. Okay. So new pattern will be there, and you have trained the new pattern. In COVID times, we trained ourselves to be at the home. Initially, it was uncomfortable, but there was no option. If you go outside, police was with lathi and danda. Road pe nikloge to padenge dande, right? That was the situation. So nothing but what was there? There was fear. Oh, it is mandatory for us to stay inside. Understand what is happening, how a human being changed, how new habits were formed. First, it was made mandatory for you to change. Okay, made mandatory for you to change. Now, the second thing, you did that activity long enough. So new pattern was trained for your mind and the body long enough. And then after 6 months, people became comfortable with that pattern. And then new habit became easy. Guys, the world started wearing mask. Guys, it was a miraculous observation. 7 billion people on the planet, and now everybody is wearing mask. It was tough initially, but somehow people adapted because two primary things. One, it was made mandatory for us. Second, they did it long enough till the time new patterns were trained to the mind and the body. That's it. If you understand this system, you can be consistent at whatever you want in your lives. You will finish every single race that you start. It's not required to just wish I should change. It is possible for you to change. You just need to understand these two concepts. One, it should become mandatory for change. And the second one is you need to do that change long enough till you retrain your mind and the body. Okay. Yeah, this is what Shekhar is saying. People are now adapted to work from home. Now, even if people are asking to come back to office, it's a new pattern. Everybody's like, no, we want to be at home only. Right? Because new pattern is trained for like 2 years for the entire world. Abhi, they will be adapted back to the old life, but slowly and steadily. That is where companies are coming up with policies, right? Ki once a day, twice a day, and like be at home also, this also. Eventually, we will adapt. That's the beauty of a human being. But eventually, it takes time. It takes time to train your mind and the body new patterns. And then those patterns should continue long enough. That's where it will happen. Okay. So these companies work from home, work from office. First, they will make it mandatory for us to follow. And then slowly people will start doing it because there is made mandatory. And slowly the mind and body will learn this new pattern. And after 6 months, you'll be like, office to jana hai, what's the big deal? But transition will be tough. Initial hesitations will be tough. And why people are not able to do it is they stop in between. When this initial hesitation phase is happening, when it is tough for your mind and the body to change, people stop right there itself. And because they stop, they are not able to transition from one state of their life to another state. Guys, dekho, the world will get their work done, right? The world will get their work done. The point is, who is going to care about your life? IT companies, they will get their work done. They will make mandatory systems. Come do this. It will happen. COVID time, everybody made mandatory. Come outside. They'll give dandas and people mandated. Nothing but others will get their work done from you. But when are you going to take care of your own life? Because there is no authority in your life. There is authority at company. There is authority at the country level. But where is the authority in your life? You are the judge. You are the owner. You are responsible. And unfortunate thing is, you're not ready to take responsibility for yourself. We just talk, we want to be successful. We just talk, we want to change. We just talk, we want to upgrade. But we are never making it mandatory. We are not punishing us if we are not successful. And we are not enforcing it as a rule to become successful in our lives. And as long as you keep pampering yourself, here it's okay, let me not wake up in the morning today, nothing happens. Oh, it's okay, take a chill day off today, nothing happens. Or every day you're working hard, now today don't work hard, it's fine. As long as you are not taking authority of your life, and you're not enforcing strong decisions on yourself, you will not be able to live in this habit installation system. Because without making it mandatory, it's not going to happen. And in your life, only you can make it mandatory, guys. Let me tell you, not even your parents, not even your teachers, nobody in your life. If you want to become successful, you need to make success mandatory for yourself. Understand it. So whatever we are trying to speak as part of this week 2, it is all about high pace productivity, a system where you will grow like in half time. If others are taking 1 year, you will grow in 6 months. We are trying to build that system, but it will need you to take control. It is mandatory for me to follow the system. If you don't hold that kind of line, you will never be able to do it. Okay. And now, how people enforce? थोड़ा सा breakdown करो, guys. Hope you are understanding. Hope you are being here with me. Okay. So just type it in YouTube if you are catching the vibe here. You need to take responsibility of your life, nobody else. Okay. Now, how does company does it? If you are not able to do it, there will be punishment. There will be some tools and techniques. That's what is mandatory mean. If you don't do it, there are consequences. You need to set up that for your life. What is the consequence if you don't follow these new habits? You have not defined any consequences. And because you have not defined any consequences, you are not afraid to not do it. खुद को punish करना पड़ेगा. If you are able to do it consistently, reward yourself, appreciate yourself. And if you're not able to do it, be bold enough to even punish yourself for that. And when you hold your standards that high, the world does not have the power to stop you. When you hold your standard that high, the world cannot stop you. That's where it is said, your success is in your hand. It is up to you whether you want to become successful or not. As simple as that. As simple as that. Okay? So the first thing is you need to make the system mandatory. Whatever habits you are going to start in your life, book reading, waking up early, going to gym, New Year resolutions, spending the quality time with your family, you need to make it mandatory for you. Then only it will happen. That's the step one. It should be made mandatory. Next, you need to assign a reward or a punishment to yourself if you don't do it. That's where you will get the seriousness of this mandatoriness. Now you figure out ways. You figure out ways. Whatever thing hurts you, you do that. Okay? Whatever thing hurts you, you do that as a punishment. For example, let's say you are saying ki, I want to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning or 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, but you set up a target in 1 week. If I miss 2 days, I will punish myself by further going for a 5-kilometer run, and then follow that punishment. Do it like that. Or just set up something. I'll just give my money to somebody I hate. Maybe somebody you don't really like in your life. Just say, I'll go and give my 1,000 rupees to those people. That's a punishment. That's how you will become serious about your targets. And guys, that's what. Step number 1, you need to make it mandatory. Step number 2, you need to come up with a reward system or a punishment system. What will happen if you don't follow this? And guys, 2-3 बार खुद को punish करो, automatically you will be forcing yourself to succeed. But guys, let me tell you again, in your life, only you can do for yourself. Tausief aake comes and punishes you, you will be like, Tausief, main to teko nahi sunne wala. I'm not going to listen to you. Who are you to punish me, right? Guys, the same question you should look in the mirror and ask yourself. You should talk to yourself literally in mirror, and then you will answer this, it's my life. I will live only once. I will die only once. So I have to upgrade my standards. You need to talk that in the mirror, and from that day onwards, hold your standards high. That's what successful people do. They don't lower the bar. They don't like doing things, but they know that it is important to be done, and they maintain their standards. They reward themselves, they punish themselves, but they don't lower the bar, because what needs to be done should be done. That's it. What needs to be done should be done, nothing else. Okay, so those two things. Okay, fine. So far, so good. Okay, first, human being doesn't want to change. Second, still there are examples in the world, people will change, but for changing, the system has to be made mandatory. And second, the system should be continued for long time. So mandatory के बारे में बात कर लिए, reward punishment system we understood. The first portion understood. Now let's understand the second portion. How do you continue the system for a long run? Okay, easier. It's also possible to hack if you understand how it works. Okay, how do you continue the system for long run? Simple, guys. Understand how the world has changed you. It will automatically become obvious. Okay, what is happening, guys? People are giving you, like if you are working at office, okay, people are giving you concrete work timings. Okay, every day in the morning, 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. you should come to office. And then there will be a 9 to 5 job, 10 to 7 job, thoda sa 1-2 hour upar niche, but there is a defined window where you have to operate. Nothing but there is a fixed timing reserved. So just understand what is happening is, you're telling your mind and the body, okay, every day from Monday to Friday, from this 10 to 7, I will be going to office, working on, let's say, 1 day a week or 2 day a week. Nothing but a pattern with fixed time is being developed. And your mind and the body is being trained for that pattern. Right? The mind has to accept, okay, on Monday, I have to go to the office from 10 to 7. Fixed time, and then enforcing your system to follow that fixed time. And that's how you can make your habits natural. Repeat the habit every single day at the same time. Then only it will become natural for your mind and the body. Okay? Oh, this guy is trying to change. Guys, understand, this is very important. You might be saying, I'm doing my new habit every day, but you do it at different times every single day. That never becomes a pattern for your mind and the body, because it's all about repetition. And for your mind and the body to understand it, to accept it, you need to do it every single day at the same time. It is very important. That is called as fixed time based habit installation. Okay, so whatever new habit you are picking, we already said, we started the session saying, whatever you keep repeating, the mind and the body will learn that pattern. Now you give that pattern to your mind and the body. Daily morning, Monday to Friday, 6 to 7, I do morning routine. That's a pattern. Now you need to force yourself to follow that pattern till the time it becomes natural to you. Your mind and the body will learn over a period of time. Initially, it will be hard. COVID was hard initially. Lockdowns were hard initially. But 6 months later, everybody is like, okay, chill. Okay. So people are changing, but it takes time. So you need to take these new habits. Fix a pattern for it. Every day at the same fixed time, I want to do it. And then keep repeating it daily on that day. And over a period of time, your mind will learn, okay, this guy daily wakes up at 5:45 and daily does something. Initially, they will resist. Over a period of time, they'll be like, okay, Karlo, do whatever you want to do. And they will adapt to that change also. Okay, but you need to do it long enough. If you stop in between, you'll roll back to your old life. This is where people are not able to stay consistent, because they don't do the second part. Okay? So now guys, even let's continue more. There are more things to it to understand. Okay. So first, you make it mandatory, assign a reward or a punishment system. Step number 2, repeat that habit every single day at the same time. Okay. At the same time. Okay. Now comes the third step. Okay, but how do you force yourself to do something on the same time? Okay, you want to do, you are assigning punishment, but are there ways by which you can force yourself? So guys, simple things are there. Dekho, understand this thing. If you have things only in your mind, it will not become permanent in your life. I'm repeating the statement again, understand it carefully. If you have things only in your mind, it will not be working out in a long run. Okay. For example, if in your mind you think I want to be successful, only in your mind, let me tell you, tomorrow something wrong might happen in your life. Some fights might happen, some quarrels might happen, some arguments might happen, some laziness might come, depression might come. You might not feel like doing it. What happens? Mind is a chaos of thoughts. Your one thought, I want to become successful, will be overshadowed with so many other mess which is happening in your life. So if you just say, I want to do weekly planning, I want to do daily planning, I want to wake up 6 in the morning, but let me tell you, lot of chaos is going to go in your life. That's natural. Problems will be there for everybody. There are 19 people on YouTube right now. Everybody will have their own life problems. I know that. I am having my own problems. Everybody has their own problems, guys. It's truth of the world. Now, if the problems are running in your mind, your desire, ki, I want to do it, will somewhere be overshadowed. And that's another reason why people are not able to stay consistent, because they keep things in their mind. They say that, oh, I will read the book on so and so time, but then something goes wrong, the mind overshadows, and they're like, oh, let's skip today now. ऐसे नहीं करना है. We should not do like that. There is a way by which we should even protect. Okay, you have to remove this from your mind and build a system around it which will force you to take actions. This is interesting. You need to remove that idea from your mind and build a system outside which will force you to do it. And you should follow that system. Even if you don't like it, you should follow that system. That's where you will be able to experience changes in your life. What is the system? Simple, guys, simple. Mobile alarms. Everybody has mobile alarm, right? You need to set up some triggers. Let's say you want to start a new habit tomorrow. Let's say 9 a.m. you want to do a new habit. If you just keep it in your mind, you have to actively track when is 9 a.m., when is 9 a.m. But guys, you just set up a repeated daily alarm in your phone, which will ring 8:55. And you have to just put a trigger in yourself. Whenever that alarm rings, no matter what I am doing, this is my highest priority thing to be done, and I will do it at whatever cost. Standard should be high, commitment should be bold. I have set up a reminder, and whenever it rings, I will act on it. And guys, what will happen? Let's say even if you are in a lazy mood today, you don't feel like doing, you're feeling depressed today, you fought with somebody, but you need to remember, when you set up that alarm, you had that desire in you to become successful. Live your life for your success. And you have to respect your desire to succeed. Don't fail yourself. This is what I would like to say. When the alarm rings, for God's sake, wake up and act. You can choose not to, but apply the 5-second rule, which we discussed yesterday. As soon as the alarm rings, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and wake up and just get on with the game. That's it. There is a full book written on that concept, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It says it resets the mind and makes you to act immediately rather than getting digested in the thought process. You can apply that rule at any segment of your life, man. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, set up a mobile alarm which will force you to do it. Another tool, guys, Google Calendar. Okay, block your time in Google Calendar. Daily 9 to 12, I want to do this activity. And Google Calendar is going to throw notifications in your phone. Bhai, it's time to do this. It's time to do this. Follow that. Another system. Nothing but from your mind, you're taking it out and setting up in these tools with triggers and alerts, which will push you to do it every single day of your life. And you just need to follow that system. If you follow it long enough, the new pattern Your mind and the body will learn that. And once it learns that, it will become easy for it to follow, and then it will continue the habit for a long time. And it then this is so interesting, guys. Initially, you were not liking to change. Once you upgrade your lifestyle, okay, you live the habits long enough, now changing that lifestyle and going back to the old lifestyle will also become tough. That's the beauty of your mind and the body, my friend. That's the reason people like Ambani's and all the great people of the world, okay, let's say Bill Gates ko pakad lo and take all the successful people. Okay, recently we in one of the interview, Akshay Kumar and all, they were saying ki bhai, they don't need to earn anymore, right? They have all the money, all the wealth, they can just sit and they can just enjoy their full life. Next 50 years, 100 years, itna paisa hai unke paas. They have everything. But now their mind and the body is trained for hard work. And that is why they will keep putting efforts, because they cannot stop their mind and the body to relax. They want to have challenges. They want to have creative opportunities. They want to contribute something to the world. That is what your level will also grow. And then your life will start having meaning. Guys, your mind and the body is very powerful tool. You need to train them. You need to teach yourself. That is where when we do this, Isha Kriya in the morning, today morning we did, I am not the body, I am not the mind. It will give you control on your mind and the body. Ki bhai, okay. So it's just like a pet animal. Circus mein, they used to have those lions, right? So you are not the lion. Lion is there in front of you, but you teach the lion with a hunter, with sound, with wisps, right? Then the lion knows I have to sit on the stool. Then the elephant knows I have to train. Guys, if animals can be trained by human beings, why cannot we train our mind and the body to become successful? It's possible to train, because we are all composed. The universe is composed of atoms which learns based upon memories. The way animals learn some patterns, your mind will learn some patterns, body will learn some patterns. It is possible for human being to change. You need to train yourself, and only you can do it for yourself. Yes, you can come to a program like this where we are trying to do the habits together, but for that also you need to stay committed. From the day 1 to the day 28, 4-week program, you might feel like not doing it, but you need to push yourself so that we change our way of lifestyle. We need to wake up in the morning so that we change our way of lifestyle, and we continue this pattern long enough till the time this becomes natural. And that is where I feel particularly the program like what we are trying to do with career transformation is going to be one of the revolutionary program in the 21st century, because techniques telling is not working. People since centuries have written books. It has all the solutions. Still 80% people in the world will not be successful. That means there is a problem. It needs to be lived long enough. Then only success will come. And that problem we are trying to solve. We will give the systems. We will follow it together till the time it becomes natural in us. And once it becomes natural, there is nothing stopping you. That's it. And वहां से successful state से unsuccessful becoming will become a problem for you. So that's how you have to guide your mind and the body. Okay? So understand. Major learnings. First, whenever you try to change, your mind and the body will say, no, I don't want to change. And if you're not careful about that, they will pull you back to the older life. So you need to be cautious. The internal pull is going to come. Second, you should make mandatory. Okay, this change that I'm trying to do, this habit or action I'm trying to do is mandatory for me. If I don't do it, this is my punishment. If I do it, this is my reward. You build that system for yourself. Third, you need to configure external system, some triggers which will invite you to do things. Some external triggers which forces you to do things. And then you just need to act. Whenever you're not following that system, punish yourself. As soon as you start following it, reward yourself. Be consistent. Join groups like what we are trying to do to support each other, to make it consistency possible. Alone, it becomes tough. Together, we can achieve. That's again a concept, a technique I am applying, a technique of accountability. Right now, I know that 9 p.m. you guys will come live. So even if I don't want to come live, I might feel lazy, but I cannot not come because I am accountable to you. Likewise, when you give your daily attendance and when I'm tracking it, so I know that these people are coming and I'm expecting you to come because you are accountable. You should be like, oh, if I don't come, what will the community of life transformation feel like? Oh, this guy is not consistent. एक level of alertness हो जाएगा. And once you do it long enough, it will become natural. It might take time. Okay. Some people say habit formation take 21 days. Some people say 60 days. Some people say 90 days. Guys, it is as simple as that. Lockdown transformation, right? Lockdown transformation took 1 year for some people, 6 months for some people, 2 years for some people. But eventually, 1 billion people of India changed eventually. And that's a big number. That shows potential of a human being, that we can evolve, we can adapt. We might take different times. Now just imagine a beautiful world where you are living to your fullest, full potential, where success is possible, where your dreams are coming true, where you believe that you go somewhere and you make opportunities out of it, where you make all the money that you desire, go to the positions, and this kind of a lifestyle and a thought process, you make it mandatory for yourself. Let me tell you, the world does not have the power to stop you if you hold your standards high. That's how successful people become successful. They make success mandatory by holding their standards high. Now, I am holding my standards high. Right now, I am not at the level that I want to be. Yes, I am leading a 40-member team. Yes, I am the head of technology. Still, there is a long way for me to go, but I am keeping my ethics and discipline high. I will push myself even if I don't like it. Yes, sometimes I don't feel like waking up in the morning 6 a.m. Being honest. Okay, because late night, if 12 baj gaye, 1 baj gaya for sleeping, I don't feel like doing it. But I am holding my standards high because I know that I cannot stop. I cannot lose because success needs that from me. And I know what's my end goal in life. So I am clear that this will take me there. Whether you like or not does not matter. What matters is whether it's the right thing to do. Now you need to make this decision for yourself. What is right for you to do? Is success mandatory for you? And what is success asking you to do? And are you ready to stay committed every single day of your life to become successful? And I'm not saying compromise on your enjoyment, entertainment. I am saying be successful fully. Enjoy with your family, with your friends, with your entertainment, with your luxury, with your careers, with happiness, with health. Like there is no tomorrow. Live every day to the fullest and live towards a glorious life because you can make it possible. You can make it possible, my friend. Okay. So chalo, let's absorb. Invite. If you have not woken up tomorrow, today, 6 a.m. in the morning, tomorrow is another chance. Push yourself. Push yourself because success demands that kind of strictness. Don't pamper yourself too much because that's where you should know you're on losing track of life. Success needs something better from you. Okay? Fine. So chalo, let's absorb these thoughts. Absorb these thoughts. And it's possible. And guys, let me tell you, there is a bad side. Okay? If you don't change right now, guys, seriously understand this. This is very critical. If you don't change right now, you will end up training your mind and the body, your old patterns of life, which will become more stronger in them. So don't think that if you're not changing, you're the same. You're actually getting worse because your mind and the body is getting more stronger with your old patterns. And when they get more stronger for the old patterns, changing those patterns will need more time, more efforts. So don't think if you're not changing right now, still like 5 years later, I will change. 5 years, you have trained your mind and the body to not be successful. 5 years, you will be training your mind and the body to not take the right actions, to give up, to stop, to quit, you have trained your mind and the body. You will train your mind and the body 5 years to not succeed by not taking the right actions. And then let's say after 5 years, you want to change. Do you think it is that easy? If right now it is tough, in future, it will even become more worse. That's the reason it's tough for people to change in their 30s, tough for people to change in their 40s, 50s. It needs more efforts. If right now it is taking 6 months for changing, in future it might be like 1 year, 2 years. But just know it, eventually people will change. You have to be consistent long enough. 1 billion people change in 2 years of time. Some people at 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, but people change. It's your choice when you want to do it. But the sooner you start, you'll start enjoying the success part of life. Okay. Thank you all. Keep these thoughts with you. Let's move on to the attendance for the day. And guys, all the people who have crossed 8 attendance, I would highly request you कि भाई start doing charity, start doing social service. I am naming this clause as spreading kindness. Okay, spreading kindness. Let's do it. Let's make this world a beautiful place. Let your presence matter. Don't just live for yourself, live for something bigger. The world will respect you. The world will want you to be alive for a long time, because there are very few people who care for others. Be in the kindness category of the world. Okay? So chalo guys, so I'm first do the attendance. We'll immediately see what is the count coming up, and all the people who have reached 8, crossed 8, start doing charity in the next 2-3 days. So that will be the enrollment criteria for the further thing, guys. And charity as less as 200 rupees. guys, 200 रुपया तो खुद पे डालते ही हो ना, थोड़ा दुनिया के लिए डाल दो यार, please. Just do it for the world, man. You're born in this planet. You owe something to it. Okay. Thoda sa, let's start caring about others. Let's not live a selfish life. Okay, please. Fine. Okay, I'm sharing the attendance sheet. Okay, attendance code for today, let's say 3434. Okay, and this is the link. Guys, quickly mark the attendance. Today morning also people did attendance. Yes. Chalo guys, quickly do it. Then I'll show the counts. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, first everybody finish it. I'll just do it in one shot. Okay, I'm just tallying it up, guys. Just give me a second. I'll share my screen shortly. Okay, day 8 morning. And let me take this as the day 8 evening. Guys, use the same email IDs. I saw that some of the people are changing it. Okay. अरे शेनू रोज अलग अलग email डाल रहा है man. Don't do that, man. Shenu, daily your emails are changing, so it's not becoming unique. Sometimes you're giving numbers. Again, today you inserted some other email only. So don't do that, man. Stick with one identity. Okay, एक second. 188. Okay, so this is done. Unique all considered. Naming is considered. Unique all considered. Okay, fine. I'm taking it down separately. Okay, about to share the screen, guys. Just give a minute. We are almost done here. If you have made duplicate email IDs, so yes, right now your accounts might be duplicate. Okay, so I'm sharing it, guys. This is how is the current status, everyone. So let me just show it. Okay, this is how it is. Let me quickly sort it. Just now, based upon whatever entries were filled till date, just now Z2A. Whoa, we have already completed 10, guys. Okay, so first of all, I would really like to congratulate all the people who have met 8 and above. Okay, so as far as the consistency protocol goes, all of you are eligible for joining the week 3 related. So you have successfully crossed the consistency protocol. So all these people, okay. So Akhila, Vaibhav, Shruti, Harshali, Dibesh, Mamta, Shekhar, Durgesh Kumar and Santosh. Okay, so itne bande are fully eligible for the week 3 and week 4. Okay, and guys, week 3 week 4 mein more actions will be there और करेंगे. ठीक है, we will add more to it once we get the patterns right. We will add more value और बढ़ते चलेगा. Okay, as we go forward. Okay, next we have just 2 sessions tomorrow, guys. Okay, only 2 sessions. So one is morning, one is evening. Okay, based upon that, so at least those who are on a 6th layer right now. Okay, so we have these people on a 6 and 7 layer, so at least they can meet their sessions. Okay, so that means only if these guys attend morning session and evening session, they will be able to touch that 8 mark. Okay, and rest all 5 wali public. So unfortunately, ये सारे लोगों को I don't know, man. So maybe you should try next month then. Okay, so this month then we will not be able to then do anything because consistency protocol you're not able to meet up, and if you're not consistent, I know it for sure results will not come. So it's fine, I guess. Then you try maybe in the month of August. But at least right now, these 3 guys have a chance. So Suraj, Sanketir, and Animesh, please put your best shot. Try to attend all both tomorrow morning session and evening session. It is Friday, and it will be possible. Suraj, if you attend one, it is possible, and these guys are okay. Rest everybody else. So not sure, guys. Okay, so maybe you should try next time itself. So all the guys. Okay. So if there are any extreme cases that some people joined at the very later, but from that day, if you're daily consistent without a gap, we might consider them. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. And guys, one thing, so all these people who are looking eligible, okay, all the people who are looking eligible, so here we have career transformation 103. Okay, so in the link itself, daily by daily, we are updating our session details. So I have just created one spreading kindness. This is the initiative. So I would highly recommend you put the like donation or contribution word, capture an image of that. Maybe if you are doing some charity, going and helping people manually, before you go there, just take a picture of yours. Okay, I am about to plan all these activities, and just post it, put a liner, tag me on LinkedIn. Okay, in LinkedIn itself, search me based upon my name, Tausief S. Okay, and just tag me there. This is my URL. So this is my LinkedIn profile. Send me a connection request. Just tag me saying enrollment request for season 103. So I'm speaking to all these guys who will become eligible if they are able to do it. And just tag me there, guys. Guys, as small as like 200 rupees. If you don't want to pay 200 rupees, go and just offer some service to somebody. Just go and do some work for somebody. Like, doesn't need money, it needs your time and efforts. But kuch to karo, make this world a better place, guys. And once you have done it, just put it here. So I'll just put it as part of this, like Akhila, Mamta and Nigar. I have already added these people here. But yes, again, it depends upon you guys. Just do it, tag me in, I will take it. And from Monday, we will start working on Zoom with these guys internally. Okay. And rest of the people, so hard luck this time, guys. Maybe next time we can try around. Okay. Let's check it out. Fine, fine, fine. I'll again check if my calculations anywhere or duplicate emails are there, those kind of things. I'll just cross check once again. But yes, make it sure tomorrow mornings also are possible. Fine, team. So this is what it is. It's already 10:04, and have a nice day. See you guys tomorrow morning. Okay. See you guys tomorrow morning 6, and then we will be connecting tomorrow evening again live on YouTube. So even if you have not attended the session, doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning, the session will still be open for you, morning and evening. And guys, daily 6 to 7 a.m. will always be open. Okay. So whether you are enrolled or not, the morning 6 to 7 session we will always keep open, because that is some service which I want to give to the world, because I know the value of morning routines. Okay, they can change the life. So it will always be free and open for all without any terms and conditions. Okay, so you can join those sessions anytime. But evening wala, where we are doing the actual activities and planning other stuff like that, so those sessions will be only for those who have really earned it for themselves. Okay. So fine, be it even if there is one person who has earned it, I would like to offer my service to that person. Okay. And there is no money involved, guys. So now you have to ask a question like, what are you waiting for? Okay. Now there is all things gone. Kindness, are you not kind enough to make this world better? Are you not consistent enough to make the world better? You don't have the reason of money anymore, my friend. Okay. Chalo. Thank you all. Take care of yourself, and see you guys tomorrow morning 6 a.m. Make success mandatory, make waking up mandatory. Thank you. Salute to all.